If you've ever used a Mac, you know the feeling. You're deep in your work, everything's going great, and then an app just freezes. Well, today, we're going to cover exactly how to take back control. Let's get right to it.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You're right in the middle of something important, and then bam, there it is. That colorful spinning pinwheel just mocking you. Your cursor is useless, the app is totally stuck, and your productivity just hit a brick wall. It's so frustrating, right? But don't worry, there's a way out. So here's the million-dollar question. What's the right move? Do you wait it out? Do you just start clicking everywhere like a maniac? The good news is you've got several really powerful options, and we're going to walk through all of them, from the gentlest nudge all the way to the ultimate emergency shutdown. All right, before we bring out the heavy artillery, let's start with the safest and, honestly, the best option first, the normal quit. You can think of this as politely asking the app to please close itself down properly. And here's why this is so important. A normal quit, that's just Command plus Q, it gives the app a chance to save your work, to clean up after itself. A force quit, that's like pulling the plug out of the wall. It's instant, yeah, but you are almost guaranteed to lose any unsaved changes. So always try Command Q first. But what happens when that polite request just doesn't work? If an app is truly frozen solid, it's not going to respond to a normal quit command, and that, my friends, is when we have to escalate. This is your real first line of defense against a rogue application. You're going to want to burn this keyboard shortcut into your brain. It's Command, Option, and Escape. Pressing these three keys together is the single, fastest way to tell your Mac, hey, I've had enough, it's time for you to step in. Seriously, this one is a lifesaver. So once you press that magic combo, this little window pops up. It lists all of your open applications. All you have to do is find the one that's causing all the trouble. Sometimes it'll even say not responding right next to it. Just click on it, hit that big force quit button, and boom, problem solved. Now, what if you forget that keyboard shortcut in the heat of the moment? Don't worry. Apple actually gives you another way to get to the exact same place, right from the Apple menu that's always sitting in the corner of your screen. Yeah, the process here is super simple. You just click that little Apple logo in the top left, choose Force Quit from the drop-down menu, and that same window we just saw will appear. From there, you know the drill. Select the app, click the button, and you are back in business. Okay, but what if even the Force Quit window doesn't work? Now, this is pretty rare, but sometimes an application is so unbelievably stuck that it just refuses to close. For those moments, we need a true power move. It's time to open up the activity monitor. So what even is the activity monitor? Well, think of it like mission control for your Mac. It shows you every single little process, big and small, that's running in the background. And it gives you the power to find one specific process and shut it down directly. So here's how you do it. First, hit Command and the spacebar. That opens up your Spotlight search. Then just type Activity Monitor and hit Enter. Once that window opens up, find the app that's giving you a headache, select it, and then click that little X button up at the top. This is a super direct way to tell a process to just stop, right now. All right, we have now reached the end of the line, the final option. This is for when it's not just one app that's frozen, but your entire Mac. The cursor won't move, none of your keyboard shortcuts are doing anything. The whole system is just completely locked up. And I really can't stress this enough. This is the absolute last resort. Doing this means you will lose any unsaved work in all of your open applications. But hey, when your computer is a complete brick, it's pretty much the only way out. The key to this whole thing is 10 seconds. You need to press and hold your Mac's power button for about 10 seconds. Just a quick tap isn't going to do anything. You've got to hold it down until the screen goes completely black. So you just press and hold that power button, which, by the way, is also the Touch ID button on newer laptops, for about 10 seconds until the machine goes dark. Give it a few moments, just let it sit, and then press the power button again to turn it back on. And there you have it, your complete Mac troubleshooting toolkit. From the polite request all the way to the emergency shutdown. You start with a normal quit, you escalate to the force quit window, you bring in the activity monitor if you have to, and finally, you use that hard shutdown as the absolute last resort. So now you've got all the tools you need to handle pretty much any frozen app your Mac can throw at you. You are officially back in control. But this does bring up a much bigger question, doesn't it? What's causing the freezes to happen in the first place? That sounds like a great topic for another time. Thanks for joining me.